Okay, let's get into this one right here. Oh boy, what the hell happened last night? This thing that we call an all-star game. And guess what? It just capped off the all-star weekend, which was a big disaster. What the hell? I'm going to tell you folks, I don't think I can really watch the NBA no more. What the hell was that? You have grown-ass men telling grown-ass men who are supposedly making tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, to go out there and actually play basketball. Actually go out there and compete and play basketball. Are you serious? Are you serious? You can barely pay your bills. We're barely getting by, and they can't even do what they're getting paid, supposedly, these record-breaking contracts. Folks, there's no way in this world, like I keep saying, that these guys, did you see those guys on the court? These frail, limp, no basketball game having guys make this kind of money. There's no way. There's no way. These guys have to be told by Kevin Hart, Kenny Smith, all the guys on TNT, begging these guys to play basketball. Begging these guys to do an open layup, folks. Are you serious? Are you serious? Let me tell you something. They put this tournament together so it would be competitive. Not just guys playing defense, but guys not chucking up a lot of threes. Dude, these players are retarded. I've never even seen nothing like this. Literally retarded. All they ask from these guys for one night, because you're supposedly, I don't believe this, folks. All these YouTubers can keep coming on every day and ignoring it. There's no way these guys make this kind of money. There's no way. And I'm not saying this out of I'm jealous or I hate them or this and that. There's no way, folks. These guys are YouTubing during the season. Just like the rest of them, they have to go work like you and me when they retire from making hundreds of millions of dollars, folks. They have to go work. I told you, this is, to me, it's like suicide. For me to be making tens of millions and hundreds of millions and then have to go work after I retire. Second of all, what would justify these guys making that kind of money? What would justify it? They don't play no defense. They don't have any offensive skill set. There's no resistance to the game. These aren't real referees. I watch these guys literally carry the damn ball all game. In what was it, 3 games? These guys, they can't even get this right. They carried and traveled the whole damn game. These aren't real refs. Because real refs would call carry and travel. And then they literally get mad when you call the rules. When you call a foul, when you call 8 seconds. Because these guys aren't used to playing by rules, folks. This is why LeBron gets mad and he throws his hands in the air, because he knows this is not a real sports league. So, like I said, there's nothing to get me to believe that these guys make this kind of money. These aren't real coaches. And they're literally begging these guys, please, for the sake of the game, please, for the sake of the fans, please, play basketball. Play defense. Shoot wide open layups with no guys under the basket. Stop shooting all these threes. You're killing us. You're killing our game, please. And guess what? They cannot find it in their heart for one damn night not to do this crap. One damn night. So you tell me if these retarded ass basketball players are making these record-breaking contracts. No, folks. Again, like I said, they will have to put on makeup and go find a job when they retire. Right. Podcast P is getting his money during the season, Draymond Green, because they're not making this kind of money, folks. Yes, do they make millions? Yes, I believe that, folks. But they don't make the money we've been told. I've talked to this, I've talked to many people about this stuff. I've heard people say this stuff. These YouTubers, they won't say this because they know their subs, their views will go from 1,000, like mine, all the way to 200 to 300 a video. They know. You can't expose nothing this big. They don't want you saying nothing like this. But why I'm saying this again is because it's frustrating. These guys don't even show up to work. And you're trying to tell me they're getting paid this money? So you're trying to tell me they're literally stealing money from the fans, pissing in their face, and say I'm not showing up to work because I make all this money. Dude, it would literally be the opposite. If I'm not making this money, I'm not showing up to work. I'm low managing. I'm only playing one style of basketball. I mean, damn. They can't even sit up there and do this for one night. This is the way it was set up for them to actually do this. And they're still out there chucking up threes. Victor Wembanyama, he can't sit there in a post and post up a big man. No, because there's no big man down there. There's no, let me tell you something. And I'm not, don't take this the wrong way, but it's just going way out of hand now. That you can't even talk about what you see. And I don't care what anybody says, it's just the way it is, folks. They brought these international players over here. And this is why we're playing this style of game. It ain't had nothing, this ain't American basketball. We're playing this style of basketball so these international players could be here in the 2020s. I'm being dead ass serious. This is why we play this style of basketball, because this is the way they play at home. So we basically had to change our whole format of basketball. And look, I'm not trying to, whatever. If they want to play like that in Canada, in Europe, in wherever they play that style of basketball, that's fine. The problem with us was our American basketball players stopped playing American basketball. And you know why? Because we was going to the Olympics and they was kicking our asses under their style of basketball. Sit out there and shoot the three, and that's it, folks. And why were we getting our asses kicked? Because we like the fundamentals. We stopped playing defense. We stopped playing X's and O's. We stopped wanting to be, back to the basket. This is like LeBron era type of stuff. These guys no longer want to be guys on the block. And that's fine, LeBron James, but you can't shoot. You can't shoot. That's the problem with you. You can't shoot. Now, all these games were stupid. The first two games, they should have been blowouts. Should have been blowouts. The Rising Stars should have got the hell blown out of them. What's the other ones called? I forget what the other ones were called. But they should have got blown out too. They should have got blown off the floor, folks. It's embarrassing. These two teams had powerhouse. Eight guys on their team? They had the powerhouse teams. But guess what? There's no blowouts because they play no defense. All they do is shoot threes, so it's hit and miss. It's embarrassing, folks. They should have blown them out and be like, well, y'all got to get better. You guys ain't on our level. That's how it should have been, folks. And then the two good teams should have came together and it should have been competitive. And I was dead wrong. I thought, I was kind of right because I put out a video with LeBron James. He didn't play. So I said that he was scared to get beat by the international players because that team was fully loaded and they were younger. And then at the end, I said, well, maybe this gives them a better chance because LeBron James isn't there in the way. So they're not sitting there catering to what he's going to do, his needs, all this dumb stuff. What a disgrace, folks. Well, this NBA is just a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Anthony Edwards didn't show up. How many kids played? Well, he did show up. He didn't play. He walked out. Didn't look like nothing was wrong with him. It's an all-star game, man. You get paid extra money for being an all-star. Like I said, these guys just pissed in the fans' face. And I keep trying to tell you, these aren't real NBA fans because there's no way any arena would have half capacity in it. In it. These guys have no damn basketball game. I'm sick of it. I'm not watching NBA no more. I just can't do it, folks. And somebody was telling me last night when I was, putting stuff on my community page during the game. And they were like, why are you watching that? And respectfully, I said, I got to report the game. And he said, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. And this is what I got, folks. I wasn't watching it because I was happy. I was enjoy anything like that. It was very painful. It was very painful to watch this crap. And this is what I got. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe the timeouts they were taking between games. Not in games. I'm talking about between. It was like 30 minutes in between games for what? Nobody even wanted to watch this crap in the first place. I mean, it did the last game. It was like almost 30 minutes. It was like some dumb tribute. I guess it was halftime. I don't know. For Chuck and Kenny and Ernie, which is cool. Because I said something. Get these guys away from this trash. Get them away from it. Get them away from it. It's sad, folks. What the hell did Adam Silver do to this game? He has done nothing but go down the drain since LeBron James went to the Miami Heat. Went completely down the effing drain. Who the hell is running the NBA? It's not Adam Silver. I'm serious. I don't care how good you think SGA is, Joker is. These guys aren't that good. Wemby. All these guys, Kevin Durant, all these guys are dumb. And I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm going to say a whole bunch of stuff. Look, I'm mad, folks. It's like they're sitting there trying to coach and coddle some retarded ass children. Please, for one damn night, can you resemble something that looks like basketball? But folks, they can't. And why is that? Because this is how they play all damn year. They would know. They wouldn't know anything less. They wouldn't know anything less, folks. This is embarrassing. I think I don't even, like I said, I made a video the other day. I said, I'm not going to sit up here and make videos about the NBA no more. And you guys can see why now. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my effort. You're saying the same stuff every damn video. LeBron did this. LeBron didn't do this. LeBron said this. You know, this player didn't show up. This player is always hurt. This player is. It's not nothing about the games. This team is getting blown out by 20. This team is getting blown out by 30. This team shot 300 threes. What the hell, folks? They literally was interviewing people about this format, well, players, and they said, oh, what do you think about it? Oh, well, you know, they put it together so it'd be more competitive. What? It's like talking to grown-ass men who are children who just got in trouble. Now, son, what are you going to do better now that you know next time? I mean, like, are we serious? And look, I'm glad Chuck, Kenny, like I said, Chuck, Kenny, Ernie, and who else? Shaq is getting away from this nonsense. This is trash. Why they should be around any of this, the dunk contest, the whole All-Star weekend, get them the hell away from this trash. Get them away from it. And I'm glad Michael Jordan has never been associated with this trash. That's what it is. The entire 2020s is trash. The music, the whole damn era. The whole era of the 2020s has been nothing but trash. And then they try to come out there and will out Tony. I don't even know if that was all three of them. And he couldn't even sing the whole damn song. He couldn't even sing a half a damn verse. Even a verse. Only it feels good. That's it. The crowd wasn't moving. Who was that out there? Too Short, E40. No disrespect to none of these guys. I mean, but that crowd was dead. That crowd was dead. Nobody really wants to see these guys, folks. Does Dame time excite you? No. I mean, Joker is probably about to be a 4-time MVP. They don't even talk about him. I mean, LeBron James was literally the face of the damn league when he went to Miami after he had 3 MVPs in 2012 with a super team. Dude's playing with a damn super team and sitting up there shining in front of everybody in All-Star Weekend. So a 3-time MVP, he ain't even damn talking. Your soon-to-be 4-time MVP ain't even showing up to the festivities on Saturday. It's a joke, folks. It's a joke. I'm not watching this trash no more. It's an insult to watch these girly built NBA players. They don't even look like men. They don't even look like men. Who would want to walk around like that with no kind of muscle tone or no cut on their body as men? You never seen that in the 80s, the 90s. And none of these fools showed up, Joker, Luka, Kyrie, SGA, to Saturday night on the dunk contest, the three-point contest. All that, they didn't show up because they don't give a damn about the fans. They don't give a damn about the fans. And like I said, it's going to come out. LeBron is going to say, because I heard something about it. Skip was saying something about Draymond Green didn't agree with the format. So he thinks LeBron is going to say the same. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. You get on that goddamn court and you play basketball. You fraud ass dude that messed up the NBA. These wannabe fans come out there to see you. Talk about some disrespect. They come out there to see your fraudulent game. Your fraudulent game that made you the GOAT. Can't even shoot the basketball. Has to build super teams just to play basketball. In the press are lying, talking about, oh, the game's got just evolved. It got better since I came in the league. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, so he's going to pull the same. He's going to pull what, like I said. Because a lot of people listen to my videos and they run back and say what I say, and you ain't got to give me no credit. That's fine. Stay away from the dude that says they don't make the money that we've been told. They don't. Let me tell you something. If I'm wrong, this is still literally stealing from the fans. These guys not showing up. These guys can't even damn dribble a basketball. They don't play any defense. They only play one style of basketball. Everybody's shooting a three. It's still stealing from the fans. It's still stealing. So yeah, he like I said in my video yesterday when he didn't show up for the All-Star game, I said, watch, he's gonna say he don't agree with the format. Watch. That's why he didn't play. They literally changed the NBA not only for these soft international players could come in here, but so LeBron James can keep playing longer. Stiff arming people in the face, the chest, the mouth, with elbows while he's driving the lane. And Stephen A. Smith, and Shannon Sharp, and Chris Broussard, and all these guys will tell you this is greatness. They don't know how this guy is still doing this. In year 22. This is what's told to us, folks. They don't know how he's still doing this. Barreling over people. He does more football moves and hits harder playing basketball than it's allowed in the NFL. This is ridiculous, folks. Because of foot soreness. Really? You just had all those days off. I'm not watching none of this crap. I don't give a damn. His fake ass next Michael Jordan, Anthony Edwards. Get out of here, man. Don't get. And this is what I'm so sick of. Even the older players started doing this, comparing these guys to their era and all-time great. Stop. They don't even play the same style of basketball. These dudes just going crazy for a damn paycheck and lying. I'm telling you, man, money will turn you evil, into a liar, deceitful, everything. No comparison. Don't compare these guys to any other era. And like I said, when this fake game LeBron James retires, guess what? It's over, folks. You have a league full of international players that didn't grow up playing NBA style of basketball. These aren't the best players we ever seen. The SGAs and the Jokers and the Lukas. Are you serious? These guys are fat. These dudes are fat. They're fat in their prime. Not because they got older, they're fat. Ain't nobody playing a lick of damn defense, and you want me to say, oh, yeah, these guys are, good as guys in the past. You guys aren't even playing basketball, period, folks. This ain't basketball. It's not. I don't know what they decided to do with the world in 2020, but it's damn near backwards. I mean, I'm gonna lose it. Don't ask me why I'm not putting out no more damn NBA videos, because they have nothing to sell this trash off of besides a whole bunch of soap operas. That's it. Soap opera. And I said before, look, folks, we need a soap opera to sell a league. Look what they did to the MLB. They kicked all the American players out, especially the black players, and brought in all these Latino players, and now they can't even sell the league. Because you got to have a soap opera. It's just not about hitting the ball, kicking the ball, catching the ball, throwing the ball. They wanted a soap opera. Why do you think they destroyed the Negro leagues and begged them to come into the major leagues so they could have a soap opera? Why do you think they dissolved the black leagues of basketball players back in the day, back in the 50s? Because they wanted a soap opera. Now greed, and this is what I don't get, folks. You can't. Oh boy, I'm gonna say a lot of stuff that and it's just obvious, folks. I don't care. You can keep beating around the bush and thinking everything is okay. Keep thinking it ain't what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. There's no way these players are getting paid this money. And if they are, or if they're not, you're making it worse. The NBA is making it worse. Every time, this player's getting paid this much. They're not worth it. They're not worth it. So you're making it worse for yourself when you tell us that these guys are making all this money, and we know why. Because it's been going on forever. So they can boost up the ticket prices, the merch prices, the popcorn prices, the alcohol prices, the food prices, the parking prices to outrageous rates. And that's fine. That's how it's always been. But the fact is, how can you do it with these guys, though? They're not worth it. Nobody is watching this trash. And then, look, folks, this is a company. This is what I'm going to tell you. You work at a company. Most people work for a business, right? These are the rules you have to abide by. If you don't abide by the rules, guess what? You're going to get rolled up, you're going to get suspended, and you're going to get fired. So don't tell me, or don't think that these guys are just doing what they want to do, folks. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me these guys can just do what they want to do and there's no repercussions. So what I'm trying to tell you is the NBA itself is telling these guys it's okay to travel, carry, shoot all these threes, don't play no defense, all this stuff. Because if I'm wrong, if that's not right, what I'm saying is these guys wouldn't be getting these contracts, folks. It's their league. It's not the players' league. So the NBA is responsible for this. And I think these guys are just playing this way, not just because they're soft and frail. It's because I don't think they get paid this money. I just don't. Everything that they do just points to them not making this money. So if you didn't make this kind of money, why would you go out there and play this type of defense? Why would you play hard? Why would you play defense? Why would you show up to work? And all this stuff. You will do it because you're not making that kind of money. Not because you're making that kind of money. You understand what I'm saying, folks? Maybe I should say it the other way. So if you're making this kind of money and you don't want it to go away in the future because the ratings are rock bottom, nobody's watching this crap. There's no way nobody could be, buying the merch on the level that they used to at all. So if you want to keep these contracts that you're supposed to be getting, like we've been told, why wouldn't you want to do stuff the right way? If they're sitting there begging you, why not, folks? Why aren't the coaches? These are coaches. What the hell happened to coaches? So these aren't coaches. Can anybody explain to me what the hell a coach does? Because always stop the coach shit. We're going to play this style of basketball. We're going to run this on the court. We're going to run that on the court. You didn't play defense. You're getting yelled at when you come back to the bench. I'm going to yell at you while I'm out here on the sideline. You blown an assignment. You didn't make this cut. You blah, blah, blah. What the hell happened? So you're trying to tell me every single damn coach in this league is telling every damn single player to sit out there and shoot threes? That's what you're trying to tell me? What? And you're trying to tell me every single coach is literally telling these guys, don't play defense? Because that's what they're doing every single damn game? And you're trying to tell me all these coaches are saying, chuck up all these threes? Folks, this is a script. This is a script. The NBA is dying out, man. And whether you like it or not, a lot of young people don't understand why Michael Jordan had to come off the damn bench for the Wizards or come out the damn stands because he was frustrated. He was frustrated that these guys didn't want to play back. And this is way before what we're talking about now. These guys didn't want to be competitive. They didn't want to play basketball no more, like they did in the 80s and 90s. So I'm not trying to put this all on the 2020s, guys. But this was just something that you could see coming. And Kobe Bryant was like one of the last no-nonsense type of guys that didn't just want to play basketball. He wanted to be ultra competitive. Yeah. See, people are dumb enough to put Michael Jordan's name with LeBron James at 40 years old. No, Mike came back because he was frustrated. He didn't come back to win championships. He didn't come back to prove nothing. He came back to show his team, why are we at the damn bottom of the East? Why am I paying you all this money and you're just running around doing nothing? So there you have it, folks. LeBron James, the oldest player to play in the All-Star game. What a bunch of crap. Compare this All-Star weekend at 40 years old for LeBron James to what Michael Jordan had at 40 years old. Wow. LeBron James sat on the damn bench, didn't play. They had to break up the All-Star game into a damn tournament. That was the same thing. It was the same thing. Dude's chucking up threes. Not playing no defense. Thank you, Kenny, Chuck, and Charles. Get the hell away from this. I don't see how you could be by this stuff all these years. Not only this trash in the 2020s, the trash with LeBron James. Please, if you're young, go look at some All-Star games in the 80s. The early 2000s. These don't even look like real men playing today. Get these guys a sandwich. Give them a 15-pound dumbbell. How are you showing up to games looking like this? Kevin Durant is getting skinnier by the damn year. What are you doing? Are you allergic to food, dude? You look like you're starving. Joker's fat. Luka's fat. Darius Garland looks girly. SGA looks girly. I'm trying to tell you folks, we watch grown ass men. These guys would move an arm and these guys would fly across the damn court. Right? These guys in the 80s and 90s will move an arm to these guys in the 2020s, and these guys will fly across the damn court. Dudes out here missing layups in a damn All-Star game, and nobody's to stop them. These should be dunks. I mean, this is the most incredible thing you ever seen when these guys dunk. Oh! We've seen this all the time in the 80s and 90s. Kenny Smith, sit the hell down. It's sad to see these guys lie. These guys have, like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Money is evil. And how much money can these guys make? These guys, nobody's watching this crap. Dude, I literally, I would rather be at home with my family than be around this trash ass game and be lying. It's their job to promote a lie. The Candace Parkers talking about Wemby, you know. Who cares, dude? Who? A 7'5" guy chucking up threes. This is easy. I'm running this guy down to the block. Turn around, dunk. Turn around, dunk. Who's gonna stop me? I don't know what. Let me see what I missed, because I know I posted a lot of stuff last night. Yeah, we talked about that. Anthony Edwards. We pretty much talked about everything I posted. I didn't think I was gonna remember a lot of stuff, but man, this game just needs to go away, man. And they're promoting this thing more, internationally than ever. You know why? Because not only is it full of international players, but nobody's watching this trash in the United States. So they're trying their best to keep. They're doing this even in college, folks. They're bringing in all these international players, and they have been for a minute in the college. And there's something deeper going on than what we think, for real. Because for some reason, they bring in all these people to the United States to work for less, whether it's legally or illegally. They bring them in to work for less because, they might not speak no English at the time. They're just getting over here, yada, yada, yada. That's just how it's always been. Even the MLB got rid of American players so they can bring in international players. And what they would do, they start them at the farm team level and pay them like $25,000, $30,000, it could be $500,000, because if you put American in the farm team, it's going to be like $1 or $2 million. So that's how they got rid of American players. It wasn't because the Latino players are better, right? So they destroyed their whole league just for that, so they could pay these guys cheaper on the front end, and I think mostly on the back end too. When you look at it, we won't get too deep into that, but I'm just saying, in a whole perspective of how things really work in this world, you're trying to tell me the NBA ain't working like that? You're trying to tell me they're not getting these international players for cheap labor on the hush? Get out of here, man. I don't believe I don't believe none of that. I don't believe it. If you don't understand what I'm saying, I don't believe that they're not. I believe they're getting these players according to how the world really works. Immigrant international labor is cheaper. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say, people come to this country and they gonna make this forever. That ain't how it works. That's why the cycle keeps going. And that's why I try to tell you dummies, slavery isn't what you were taught. Slavery, we got the evidence from their own government. These black people showed up on boats with first and last names. European first and last names by the millions. By the millions, with their children. From 1600, 1700, 1800, first and last names that were what? That were European, mostly that were British. or from what do you call it? That were from Ireland and stuff like that. But they had all these black people had first and last names in their children that were what? European names. Along with what they did, if they were a carpenter, a housekeeper, a blacksmith, a farmer, all this stuff. And then once they did their indentured servitude, which was on a contract, they moved on. That's how you had all these hundreds of thousands of people up north that were black. And they weren't slaves. But they don't want to explain that to you. They don't want to explain that to you in school. They don't want to explain how Abraham Lincoln was literally begging black people to go to war with the South. They don't want to explain to you how black people own thousands of slaves during slavery and own millions of acres of land in the South. Let's get back to NBA. Because it's a lot of gatekeepers on YouTube. A lot, folks. That's what they do. They gatekeep. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't see how these international players in the NBA is any different than any, international people or immigrants that come to this country that have to work for cheaper. I just don't see how they're any different, especially in a league that nobody is watching, folks. Nobody's watching. And I know that's kind of off subject, and it's why a lot of people like my channel, because I can talk about more than one thing. My channel isn't monetized, so I can't talk about that, man. I'm scared. I ain't got to worry about that, folks. On me. See, the NBA isn't that important. Nobody on YouTube is coming to save the NBA. The NBA is over. It's cooked. They proved that last night. It's cooked. They begged these retarded ass, grown ass men to play something that resembles what people want to see, which is NBA basketball. And please, can you do it for the fans? Please, can you do it to save face, the game? These retarded ass dudes couldn't do that, folks. And why they couldn't do that? Because they're not getting paid this money, we've been told. Why can't they do that? They don't know any other way. They don't know. And now LeBron James will say tomorrow or today that I told you so. That's why I didn't play, man, because all these guys are just gonna shoot a whole bunch of threes. Before the 2020s, this guy screwed up the game. What Kobe did in 2009, 2010, it was over, folks. The more it starts to set in on people of what Kobe did, which was ruin LeBron's legacy. The guy didn't even want to show up to the finals because he was going to get mollywopped by Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant went back to back with limited help against LeBron James' opponents that he couldn't beat as the number one overall seed in the entire NBA with back-to-back MVPs. And then they had the nerve to get this guy, what they give him? They give him back-to-back MVPs when he went to a damn super team. This is how bad it is, folks. And you take those MVPs away from him on those super teams, what does he got? Because they already knew it was going to be premeditated that we got to fill him up with these MVPs to make it a GOAT debate versus anybody, really, right? Because they're going to say, oh, Bird don't have 4 MVPs. Duncan don't have 4 MVPs. This player don't have 4. And he didn't even deserve those MVP, folks. Those MVPs. That's crazy. On a stacked super team, and still got whooped. So let me get off of here, man. I gotta go. Y'all can have it. I can't watch this NBA. You already know anything that anybody's ever gonna talk about is what a player didn't do, what he said, what all this trash. It's nothing about greatness about this era. And they just capped it off with this All-Star game, doing this stuff. It's real heartbreaking. Again, that they literally begged these guys to play basketball for one night, not to chuck up all these threes, not to go out there and play defense. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't even go do wide open layups. They were scared. Wide open layups, they kicked it out for the 3. I'm done, folks. I'm done. These YouTubers can come up here and keep trying to say this washed ass NBA. Keep coming up here, trying to talk about this, about the NBA. I don't care, folks. I can't do it no more. There's nothing to talk about for this game. Unless something really changes and it's really a big story, it's crazy. AD just got traded and he's hurt already? How can anybody watch this trash? How can anybody talk about this trash? Other than you want to make money on YouTube, which is fine. I guess this is these guys' life. The only way I can talk about it is fully expose it. I'm not just going to come up here and tell you the same story and talk about the same thing everybody else is talking about, because that's what they do, basically. And I'm not trying to hate. But what I'm trying to say is we talk about the same stuff. And it's not getting no better. It's not going to get no better because we're not really, a lot of these guys really ain't exposing this stuff to the core of what it really is. And they really can't because they don't want their money to dry up. So, like I said, I'm probably going to make another channel. I just can't talk about this trash no more. It's complete trash. And if I do make another channel, I'm gonna put you guys on or whatever like that. I just can't talk. This stuff is embarrassing, man. That we got to get out and work every day and make crumbs compared to how much the economy is. And these guys are supposed to be making all this money and they're doing this. Even if they're not making this kind of money and they're still making millions, still, folks, this is sad. Tell me what you think.